What's up, Aura family? It's your girl, Bombshell, Aura, back with another reaction. I hope you're feeling beautiful, feeling handsome, and looking handsome. Me, myself, I'm feeling bomb. Gratitude for love and support, you guys. We on the road to 50K subscribers. I love you guys very much. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. We about to get into O'Shea Duke Jackson. Saweetie, Dubai secret just cost her everything. Ooh, what's going on? Not that Dubai mess that I heard about. Let's see.
Blind Adams have been saying this for a while, but now there is a woman on Instagram who is accusing Sweetie of being a yacht girl. And for those of you who don't know what a yacht girl is, it's basically a girl who sells cookies, but she's not a Girl Scout.
You may not have heard of this
Oh.
young lady because I haven't either. Her name is Mayback May. If you look at her Instagram, it doesn't seem like she has a whole lot of stuff popping. She just looks like the average chick with a BBL and a nice body, and nothing else is to be seen there. Right? But that's what you think. Just because somebody don't have a whole lot of followers, it don't mean that they're not important in the industry. And according to this chick, she's more important than we think. Fast forward. Mayback May is one of the largest madams in the industry. And what Mayback
Madams? Y'all, that's a pimp, right? Madam is another, that's the female pimp. So this is Saweetie. Whoa, what's going on, sweetie? Saweetie, what's going on? I thought she make music and stuff. Like, why would she have a, wow, this is real.
May does is she connects a lot of beautiful women to rich men all over the world. She's going to Dubai,
Wait,
Lagos.
wait, wait. Wait a minute. Why is she not a matchmaker? Wait, no, don't. Why is she not a matchmaker then? Is she selling their Kudumbama, the cookie, or is she really trying to see if it set them up? Oh, I'm confused, y'all.
Europe, wherever you think that the rich guys are at, she has them in her system.
How she
And a
got
lot of
them?
girls want to deal with Mayback May because she's the connection to all the guys with the money.
Mm.
And one of those ladies allegedly is Saweetie. Now, if you look at
Sweetie.
Saweetie's Instagram following, she got 12.4 million followers.
So why would she be selling Girl Scout cookies without Girl Scout? If she got followers and she could be turning that into revenue.
Why would Saweetie be working with a lady that got 25,000 followers?
That too. Oh,
Well,
that part.
here's a story. Fast forward. Mayback May had a connection with a guy by the name of Jadon Sancho. Now, he plays in the Premier European League. I think it's Manchester United. I'm not necessarily sure. But the guy makes a lot of money, like over $180,000 per week. And this dude is known for tricking on women. Like, he is known for spending a whole lot of money. So basically, what Mayback May did was say, listen, Saweetie, I got this dude, and he's a younger guy. He's like 21. And you know, Saweetie is closer to being like 30. So look, this young dude, if you deal with him, he'll spend money on you. But here's what you got to do. You got to pay me my money, and you know, whatever else you get from him, you can keep. But as long as I get my cut, I'm cool.
He's right, you know.
And here's a text message that's even explaining that.
Seems fair.
Here it says, what you doing? We should do a big bear trip with good friends, group co-ed. Oh my God, it's so nice here. And even that code is 2 hours from LA. At the studio, girl, all my friends out of state. When bees run it up on Jadon, how much they doing in a weekend?
Huh?
Woo!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh.
Now, this is evidence, right? Fast forward. But here's what Saweetie did. She fell in love with Jadon, or got Jadon to fall in love with her.
Oh
Fast
my
forward.
God. So she was talking about Jadon. Went just run it up on Jadon. How much they doing in a weekend? A weekend? Oh, they selling it. They selling it. It's not matchmaking. It's not matchmaking, y'all.
Again. Woo! Now,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
evidence, right? Fast forward! But here's what Saweetie did. She fell in love with Jadon, or got Jadon to fall in love with her. And so she ended up in a full relationship with Jadon Sancho. Now, Jadon Sancho ended up getting, a tattoo of her, I think like on his neck or something like that. And basically
Really?
they got into a full blown relationship and basically cut off Mayback May. And so this is the problem
Oh.
at bay. Mayback May is saying, listen, you owe me money and you was out here dealing with the dude that I set you up with, and now you don't want to pay me? Let's go back to that first text message. She goes, Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a 304, you barely know. Run me my money. She hates her career, so you come right on time like the trick you are. I just want what y'all owe me. So obviously Jadon didn't pay her, and Saweetie must have told him not to pay. Now, what else?
Oh my
Cocaine,
gosh.
witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Cocaina? A witchy? Licky, liquor? Whoa. Oh. Oh my God, we just never know what's going on, y'all. It's so
bread home
scary.
record. Woo!
It's Saweetie.
Now, before I get into the
Saweetie. Okay, so this is my perspective so far right now, y'all. This is what I'm thinking. Because she want to be in a real relationship with him, he don't want her to pay for her to Mayback, because then it's like, oh my God, you paid for me. That gonna feel like a real relationship. Don't pay for me. Don't buy me. Not through that way, at least. So that's probably why she don't want him to pay her, because it won't make it a real relationship or whatever. But Saweetie, you so silly, girl. Why didn't you just pay her yourself? Girl, why do y'all be doing all this messed up stuff that y'all don't want nobody knowing y'all doing? Y'all want y'all kids to ever know what y'all was doing. Y'all be doing all this stuff and be wronging people. Y'all be wronging people, trying to cut the middleman out, and the middleman know everything? Come on now, Saweetie. Girl, you supposed to pay her because that was the agreement. You supposed to pay her. It would not be the same thing if he paid for you. I mean, this your life. If he paid for you, I see you don't want that to happen, but you could have paid this girl because she's the reason why you found somebody who actually want to stay with you longer than just the weekend. What y'all think? That's my thoughts so far.
rest of the screenshots, I kind of want to get into what Saweetie is kind of known for.
Saweetie is allegedly a yacht girl who makes far more money from yachting than she does from her music career.
That's believable.
And according to this blind item, she allegedly has a substance abuse problem that is making her messy and causing her to
I bet when you doing certain stuff with your soul, you need to do certain things with your nose. Like, y'all got to stop.
lose yachting clients. And the blind item reads, this A-list Nepo baby, who's a rapper, singer, niece, cousin, and granddaughter of famous names, earns way more from yachting each week than from her actual music. But her substance habit has gotten out of control, and the messiness is driving clients away fast.
So Saweetie is known for being a yacht girl. So this is the girl who doesn't really advertise that they're selling cheeks, but they are selling cheeks. And again, this young lady already mentioned that Saweetie has a drug problem. And this other lady here is saying that, hey, Saweetie is out here clapping cheeks, and a lot of clients are tired of her and her drug issues. And she's not the only person to mention this sort of freestyling idea.
You need to build your brand up so that you're not known as a 304, because what men really like, they like freestylers better, okay? They don't want a girl to be posting ads online and stuff. No, they want to feel like they just stumbled across a beautiful woman, and for this price, they could have access.
So, this lady has a good point. Like, people don't want you to be advertising your cheeks out there, but they want to know that you're down with the get down. And it gets even worse.
I'm not saying that her music is a cover-up. No, it's not a cover-up. She's an entertainer that goes along with it. So like a child actor grows up, then they're known for being a 304 all of a sudden, but not to regular people. As far as you guys know, they're just a singer, a dancer, an actor, a YouTuber, anything, an influencer. A lot of high-end 304s are actually influencers, and that's what builds your brand better. Why do you think I'm in so many people's YouTube videos? I'm on podcasts like Fresh and Fit.
I'm in 20v1s with Kodak. It's all because it builds your persona, it builds your brand. So this way, when I say, hey, I want X amount, it makes sense because I'm an entertainer, I'm a celebrity.
Now she's breaking down the whole playbook for influencers. If you look at somebody like Saweetie, she's always on like 20 versus 1 shows. She's always on like podcasts, the Fresh and Fit. Like she moves around, and you don't really see a whole lot of the better rappers doing that, like Cardi B. And to be honest, Cardi B, you know, did mention that Saweetie was doing stuff like this. Remember that Saweetie was with Quavo, and then Saweetie ended up sleeping with Offset, which caused some tension between the whole Migos crew and all of that. Like, I mean, Saweetie just is down bad for real. Like, just down bad as hell. But check this out.
I have said it before, and I get crucified for it. People get so mad every single time I bring it up. But your favorite musicians are not very wealthy. Like, there's no money to be made in the music industry. A lot of them are broke. Some of the influencers on this app make more money than your favorite musicians. And the reason why, it's not just because, I think especially this applies especially like in hip hop, it's not just because they don't get paid that much. It's also because they get paid a decent amount. It's because their lifestyle is extremely expensive. Like, if you are in hip hop, part of being in
just say they're greedy. Y'all greedy. Just greedy.
Hip hop is that you have to look rich. You have to pretend to be ultra wealthy. And living outside of your means is very expensive. It's not just like having a fancy house and owning cars, right? It's also like having a glam team all the time, having an agent, having a manager, having a social media person. All of that is very, very expensive. In your mind, you thought Saweetie was affording all of that off of her music career when she's been in the game 10 years and has still not put out a debut album?
Now, this young lady mentioned something similar about your favorite influencers being broke. Now, for me, I'm looking at 12.4 million followers. I'm like, damn, you know,
Saweetie come from a 2-parent household, don't she? I think she do. Saweetie, what are you doing? And I'm not saying anybody who don't come from 2-parent household should be doing, but when your dad been around for a long time, you really more, you know, straight on the straight path. Saweetie, oh no, I wonder what her family says about this when they see this stuff. Oh no, that's so sad.
Must be doing good, but if you look at her lifestyle, she got to keep up that image, right? Like, that's how she got popular. Now, this is something that's interesting because somebody like me, as a YouTuber or a down bad influencer, like, I got, you know, popular because of my commentary. Nobody follows me because I need to be extravagant or opulent or fashion based. And this is why a lot of YouTubers end up having more money than influencers, because people tend to watch us for us, and we don't have a pressure of trying to be, you know, flashy or living a big lifestyle. That's the same thing with athletes. They don't have to actually live a rich lifestyle to be rich. Like Kawhi Leonard is a good example of that. But if you come in the game and you're a hot chick like Saweetie, you have a lifestyle. And if the money isn't coming in because the music industry doesn't pay it, you got to get that money somehow. All right. And so, and then also she's never had a debut.
Why not use the followers that you have? Maybe they're not real. I have heard people be, oh, that's probably why her followers probably not real. Because how 12 million people follow you and you can't, and how many people are purchasing your music or streaming your music from that following? I don't know if them followers are real, y'all. People are buying followers. I don't know what's real.
Album, so you're not making money from music. So what are you making money from?
That part.
But wait, there's more.
If you are ever trying to pocket watch your favorite celebrity and they're a musician specifically, right, you're trying to figure out if they're broke or not, all you have to do is check to see their endorsement deals, right? The more endorsement deals they have, the more paid they are. If you have a favorite celebrity, I'm not going to say no names, there's one in particular I'm thinking of, and they haven't had an endorsement deal in years, they're probably broke. And I'm going to leave that at that. Unless they own businesses and companies that are kept on the hush, 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 they're probably broke.
So this is an important distinction. Again, like, if you look at somebody and the brand deals that they have, this would indicate how much money they actually make. Now, this is something that we saw with Will Smith. Once Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, he lost a lot of brand deals. Okay. And so this hurt him financially. Now, you already know his lifestyle is really up there. It's expensive. But to lose brand deals, which, I mean, again, I would assume that Saweetie has a lot of brand deals. or maybe she doesn't. But if you don't have those brand deals, and those brand deals pay.
If she do, and all this stuff coming out, she ain't gonna have none now. And nobody gonna work with her now. That's why she should have just paid that lady herself.
A lot of money. It's kind of how you make
She not
cash
gonna
in the
stop what she
industry.
doing.
And so if you somehow lose that, you lose it all. Okay, and this is kind of what's happening with Saweetie. She doesn't really have brand deals. Okay, so if you don't have brand deals, you're not a podcaster. You know, you're not really working a lot. You got to make that money, because this industry for music is not really there. And you know, YouTubing is there, but YouTubing is hard. You know, people can say, well, why don't you start a podcast? A lot of people have podcasts. It's still hard. It's not easy, you know, doing this work every day. So, you know, the quickest way to do that is, I mean, if you were going to sleep with somebody anyway, it was to go ahead on and basically pay to get the cheeks clapped. And it goes back to what the manosphere guys have always taught, that certain ladies are always for sale. It doesn't matter. Like, a lot of girls, you know what? Let me just say this. Fast forward. I know so many ladies who are IG influencers, especially in this part of the world. And again, they're like yacht girls. They out here, you know, living it up. They may have a few brand deals, but trust me, like, they can barely pay their rent. They can barely pay for electricity. I mean, like, it's, you know, they need hair, they need makeup. They constantly have to live in that lifestyle, you know, going to dinner, going to 4 Points. I mean, that might be going to dinner, going to hotels, things like that. It costs money to keep playing like that, you know, being out. And, you know, when you popping bottles, you buying Don Julio in the club, somebody got to pay for that. And somebody got to pay for their food every day. I mean, you get chicks that look so good and they're begging for KFC, like literally begging for KFC. You would never think that a chick that has a big following on TikTok or Instagram is that broke, but so many chicks don't really have money like that. And this is why, like, dudes who are consistent and they may have a good business, you would have a shot. Like, literally, if you were willing to pay, you would have a shot at these cheeks. I'm just being real. You would be able to go head on and get that clapping off. You might not think so, but oh yes, it happens a lot. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode.
Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I like his videos and I like his voice and he make me laugh. But this is so sad, y'all. That's so sad. I don't want to do that type of stuff. He was with me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little goofy. I have to tell y'all that, remind y'all. I'm very goofy. It's not a day that go by I don't laugh. But oh my God, sleeping with people for money. How many people you sleep with? Girl, how many people you end up sleeping with? And then you so stupid, you ain't budgeting the money right. You ain't budgeting the money right. You ain't marketing yourself right. You ain't paying the right people. Girls, learn from this. Gotta do some real thinking. Know how to turn yourself really into a brand and be serious about what you're doing and stop just doing stuff for the look of something. Because if she was happy with what she was doing, she wouldn't be allegedly, all of this is alleged, but she wouldn't be, you know, doing that stuff. People who do this, you know, drink a lot, this a lot, or anything a lot, they be running from stuff. Because you should be the most comfortable and happiest when you're sober. So if your soul don't like where you taking it on earth, then you feel that and you try to, you know, do stuff to get away from that. So y'all gotta start paying attention to that. And this is so sad because she shouldn't have to do that with, you know, being known. Being known means give you the option to market yourself or market something for people. And to have to do that, man, I don't know, y'all. That's so sad. It's really sad. Y'all put in the comments y'all thoughts. I appreciate the love. Gratitude for love support. We're on the road to 50,000. Yeah. That's why y'all see me. I'm working. I be doing my stuff. I got a lot of videos, a lot of channels. I'm still figuring things out, you know. So pray for me. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.